Hello, hello, hello. Check, mic, check. 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me? I think you can. Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the Black British Geeks episode
5, is it?
I don't know if it's 5 or 6.
Could be 6. I think it's 5 for some reason, but could be episode 5.
Oh, well, you guys can read. So if you just read what it says, then there you go. Episode that.
Fix.
What did you say?
Fix.
Episode fix.
Get your fix. Okay.
Today, we're both actually pretty knackered, but we didn't disappoint you guys, so we thought we'd still have a quick chat regarding the latest episode. Well, not really just the latest episode, but I mean, season 2 of Westworld. Terrence just started joining me watching the show recently. I've been watching it since episode 1. And yeah, I just thought we could just have a quick talk about what you thought of it. So, being that you've only caught up to speed now, what's your feelings on it so far?
I'm liking it. I'm a bit slow on half of the... Because I got so many stories. For me, I've been a bit slow and kind of picking up on the storyline.
Yeah.
So even like today's one, it shows like quite a lot of what's kind of going on and what the whole secret of the park is.
Yeah.
And yeah, beforehand I'm kind of just like looking at certain parts and not really putting stuff together.
Yeah.
Whereas usually I find it a lot easier to put stuff together. So I find it, it's good. It's good. I like the fact that they have got different storylines running at the same time.
Yeah.
So they've got what's her name? Not Tyndall. The one who basically keeps interacting with those two guys, Sylvester and something else.
Oh, you mean Tandy Newton?
Yeah.
Or Tandy Newton, whatever you call her.
Yeah, that's her name.
Yeah.
Like, at least they've got her story, and then they got, of course, the one who plays the other one.
So what's her story? Just in case people don't know what her story is.
Okay, yeah. So her story is, from what I can see, is that like she's being kind of not she's had her mind kind of set.
Okay.
So that she's a bit more smarter than the rest of the robots.
Yeah.
For me, in her story, I'm kind of getting confused of it because it's like she wants to find out about her daughter, which is part of her narrative.
Yeah. It's not her narrative.
It's not a narrative.
No.
I thought that was part of her narrative because it was like an old character she played, as you know, within the storyline. I thought it was the old narrative that she had was her daughter.
No. So that's part of it. The whole thing. Remember, because from season 1, one of the stories she lived back earlier was when she used to be a parent. Then she moved on.
Yeah.
She moved on from that lifestyle.
Yeah.
To be the mistress of like a brothel.
Okay. Yeah.
But then the memories of the daughter kept coming back.
Yeah.
So remember, the journey. So I guess I would probably say for this season, her journey more is about finding her daughter. That's not part of a program to find a daughter because that program had been gone a long time ago.
Yeah, sorry, and that's kind of what I meant. So, that's why I said part of her narrative, meaning that it's still within her memory bank as a machine that she used to have a daughter. So, I shouldn't say it's part of her narrative because it's not actually part of her narrative, it's her going off script in that sense.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was one of her old narratives that she had a daughter. Unlike with Bernard, who didn't actually have a son at all.
Yeah.
So, his one is just like a made-up backstory. With her, she actually did have a daughter within a storyline.
Yeah.
So so I like her sidetrack, I should say, of trying to find her daughter.
Yeah.
In that sense, but I like that. I actually thought it was going to be a different show though, because the way it ended in the first season with her on the train and that, I know she comes back.
Yeah.
But I would have thought that it would be like at least seeing someone leave the park. And as of yet, we haven't seen anyone leave the park. We've only seen pictures of the past where they were first being introduced.
Yeah.
Outside of the park. So I would have thought we would have seen like maybe like a future kind of jump forward to someone being outside of the park and how did they actually reach to getting outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we haven't seen that yet. But I still like it, and I like the fact that they show a bit more William's backstory.
Yeah.
With him kind of taking over the company with the guy who used to own the company.
Yeah.
And we find out what happened to the brother-in-law and the wife.
Yeah.
So I like that whole part.
Yeah, I think so. Like going back to what you were saying before about the story. So you have Danny Newton looking for a daughter. Then we have what's her Dolores?
That's it.
AKA Anyway, her alter ego,
Yeah.
the one who's just killing people. You know, you have her journey where, I think, if anything, I think it's more her journey where she potentially wants to be the one who wants to escape because she's been outside before.
Okay, yeah.
So I think that's probably going to turn into part of what her journey is going to turn into. Obviously, we've got William's story as well. So probably, is there more? Is it 3 stories?
No, it's more than that.
Who else?
I guess Bernard has got his own little arc.
Yeah, I guess
he's
yeah,
more used, but he's still got his arc of trying to find out. And I guess he's an important one because he's based off of the original guy.
Yeah.
So basically, I think even with his story, I want to see what they can do to kind of develop it more. Because in most of this, he's just been a pawn.
Yeah.
For Anthony Hopkins' character, he's just like this guy who walks around, forgets, doesn't really know what he's doing. He's just killing people. Even then, he's also a pawn to what's her name's character.
Yeah.
But where she can control everything. So he was just like, oh yeah, she's like, oh yeah, you're gonna help me, and he's just been another pawn in that sort of game. But yeah, I hope they kind of flesh out his character a bit more and show like a more dynamic to what he can actually do.
No, it's true, and I guess in some ways, but I feel like the only thing that's different with his story in some ways is I feel like he's the character. I feel like he's not the storyteller, but in some ways I kind of feel like he is a storyteller.
Yeah.
Because he's one who's helping to understand what the world is like where we're in now. So he's one who they used him to establish roughly, whether it's misleading or not, they used him to establish what's the past and what's the future. So I guess in some way, of course, I know he has his own. He kind of has his own story, but in some ways, I kind of feel like we're just using him to be like the storyteller in some ways.
Okay.
Whereas, again, just in my opinion, whereas I kind of feel like the other 3 are actually living their journeys.
Yeah, I get you.
And I think it's all down to Bernard and his jumbled memories in where we feel like, or where we know at what point in time did each of those 3 stories take place, or where they're, do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So,
but I get what you're saying there. But at the same time, I'm wondering, because, and like you say, he is more of a Link, because you can see he's more of a passive character. He's not really kind of moving things forward, except for today when he steps on someone's head. Yeah. But yeah, apart from that, it's like, with him, have we seen anyone else join to the story that it finishes on today? So where they have kind of shown there's more in depth, with the other guy, the Scottish guy. They haven't really shown anyone else interacting in that scenario of him trying to become immortal in that sense.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, so I guess with that, it feels like Bernard has got a story because, like you say, because he weaves in and out of even the background.
Yeah.
So he wasn't entrapped inside the thing because everyone thought he was real up until, the end of the last one. So he kind of does have more of a... He moves inside and outside of that world in that sense. And I think, I kind of like what they're doing with him. And it would be nice if they kind of opened it up, but like you said, maybe they're just using him as a device.
Yeah.
To get from one point to another, but it's still quite a good show though.
Yeah, no, exactly. And and I think, I guess another reason I say I think he's a device. Like if you look at this episode again, where I kind of feel like they're just leaning really heavily on this one, where he's constantly saying, like, when are we? Or do you mean? So he keeps making us aware that, well, don't fully trust what we're seeing. Don't fully trust that although he's talking to this character now, like, it doesn't mean she's actually there. Or doesn't, do you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
Some of the names say you can take laptop once.
No, go ahead.
But yeah, I think compared to, I've got to say I'm enjoying it. Like season one I loved mainly because obviously Anthony Hopkins was in it, and I think he gave it another level.
Yeah.
And obviously the character development of Dolores was really interesting, and Tandy Newton. So but yeah, so I wasn't too sure at first if this season would work, if I'd enjoy it. But I mean, from watching loads of other TV shows, whether it's like Black Lightning, The Flash, most DC stuff, anything that DC or Marvel, that kind of stuff, there's just something about HBO shows where you can just see the quality straight away.
Yeah, that's true.
And kind of obviously having one of the Nolans on this, having one of the Nolans actually on this, I think he's I think is he the one of the writers
I think he
or creators? I think.
I think he's producer or creator.
Yeah, I'll double check next time. But I mean, either way, you can see the level of like quality and class compared to all those other shows. So I mean, yeah, Andy Tompkins isn't in it anymore, but I'm still really enjoying it. And I think I don't know, I think it's paying off so far. I haven't had any like shocking fillers.
Yeah.
That's really put me off of it yet. But you never know, they could throw one in there.
Yeah, that's the thing. With that show, because it's got so much going on, I don't think they really need a filler. Like to, when you got so much going on, you can actually rely on a good part of the storyline, or like at least advance one person's storyline. If you can't do that, then I think you're probably not thinking enough. Like they're not using their imagination enough. Because it's not like a show where you may have like a small group.
Yeah.
Even though they do that in The Walking Dead though. Like in the Walking Dead. And you haven't watched it in ages.
Load of rubbish.
But yeah, it is pretty terrible.
The Walking Dead. The show is dead.
It's true. But yeah, even in The Walking Dead, even though they got like a huge cast. No, don't like it.
Go away. Go away.
But yeah, you've got to clap. But yeah, even though they got like a huge cast and they could be using stuff, they hardly do. They don't utilize their characters enough. And I think if you can utilize your character enough, then you don't need to really do fillers. You can do something that advances it. Who was the guy that you said was good? The Scottish guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really liked the whole portrayal of that. I was kind of confused at first of what was going on.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh yeah, did he have Alzheimer's or some form of dementia or something like that? But then when they show it, like actually what's going on, then you get the backstory, and then it was like, yeah, okay, that's a lot better backstory. He's actually trying to stay alive. So yeah, which I never thought they were going to go into.
Yeah.
So it was nice to know that was the actual backstory.
One thing which I think partly from what I was listening to and something else, like another podcast as well, is if you think about, so in this episode where we meet, I can't remember his first name, basically the guy who ran, but his name is something Delos. Now if you look at him, like the lab that Bernard's in, it actually looks exactly the same as the one when he was with Tessa Thomas.
Oh yeah.
Is it Tessa Thomas?
I think it is. Oh no.
Yeah, even like it was like same thing.
That there, Tessa Thomas, yeah.
Yeah, Thompson. Well, yeah.
Oh yeah. So yeah.
So so it was the same place. It was the same looking kind of place where he was he was with her when he got the serum thing injected to his neck, and it made me realise this whole what they were saying, which I thought was quite interesting, is that actually in that base, which looks exactly the same, they clearly marked two different places.
Okay. Yeah.
So like, say one might be like Lab 12, and the other one might be Lab 7. But also makes me feel like, well, what's to say then that potentially the same way you had that extra room where Delos was stored in the background, and where those humanoid machines were making the red head thing. Yeah. Who's to say that in the other place where Tess Thompson was in, who's to say that there wasn't more people, like another person in another place
doing the same thing?
Being at the labs almost look exactly the same.
Okay, yeah.
You never know. Like we don't know yet. They haven't explained it yet, but you never know. Maybe because they are taking the DNA from different hosts, so we know there's multiple people that actually taking DNA from.
Oh yeah.
So who's to say that although we see a snapshot of Delos in that guy in that room, there actually could be more rooms in the park. Yeah. Where they've actually put brains and people as well.
Yeah, which I agree. So, I think that's where they're probably going with it. Yeah. Because they kept making those different things, so it doesn't seem like it's just one person. The only reason... Sorry, Naga.
No, I was going to say, but I guess I was going to say the only reason why they could almost make you feel it's only one person is because obviously he's the founder of it. Yeah. So in some ways, almost like, and obviously, and he's the founder, but he's obviously, although William owns it, he's the one who bought it and he has attachment to William, so I thought maybe they're trying to give you a bit of a misdirect that because he is the CEO, that's why like he's the only one, but maybe it's actually more than that.
Which would make sense, I guess. Yeah, they could. Oh gosh, I had a point, but no.
Sorry.
Yeah, no. But which they could go with. because I guess they're saying he's still trying to help the guy out by making him immortal. I guess it would only make sense for them to have more people.
Yeah.
Because just because it doesn't work on one person doesn't mean it wouldn't work on another person.
That's true.
And also, if you're trying to make it work on a particular person, wouldn't you get more people in there? That mean if it was real life, you get more people in there so that you could try it on them, see what works and what doesn't, and then help that person, that one person. So yeah, it would make sense for them to have a lot more kind of going on.
Yeah.
And also because they kept on printing those things, didn't they? Their little DNA brains. It's like it seemed like it's more than just one person they're dealing with.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Unless it was just him, but I doubt it. So yeah, they could go deeper, and I think that would be a good one.
So obviously, if you think about the little memory thing he picked up himself, that Bernard picked up near the end, who do you think that belongs to?
Could be him, I guess. The original him.
As in,
even though he did get brain shot out, but
so who's him?
Yeah, who he's based off of, which is
Arnold.
Yeah, Arnold.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it could be Arnold's one, I wonder.
Yeah.
That would be good. If it was, that would be good. I doubt if it is. I think it's going to be, what's his name? Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be Anthony Hopkins. But
who got his brain shot out as well? Who got his brain shot out as well?
Yeah, but he seemed like he was planning stuff all the way around. So it would be like, if it was him, it would make more sense because he's already like printing stuff. He had his own little printing copying machine in his room. So basically for me, it would make sense if he's already prepared himself.
Yeah.
One of those. And because he's controlling Bernard all this time.
Yeah.
And especially, because he was controlling Bernard, it would make sense that he would get Bernard to go and get that thing to bring him back to life, basically. But yeah, so I think it's probably Anthony Hopkins. It would be good if they twisted it and showed that it was actually him for Arnold. Yeah. But I doubt it. Yeah. So
Go on.
But yeah, one thing about this season, I know they're broadening, but I'd really like to know more about because in the first season it seemed more about the robots or the robots getting consciousness, becoming like sentient. Yeah. But in this, it's kind of less about that, and now it's more about this kind of underground sort of thing that's going on. This kind of backstory that's even within the pop. So I would like to see them do more of the sentient part as well, though, to see if they can actually become like fully sentient.
But isn't it? But I mean, I guess it's not a huge. I guess it's almost like in a weird way because the lead characters are sentient at the moment. That's what you kind of So each one Dolores, Tandy Newton, and also Bernard. Who's the other person? I forget, but it's almost like they almost are. It's almost they made it feel like it's almost like the world around them has a story, like has one more story to play out.
Okay, yeah.
Whilst I don't know. It's just because I kind of feel like the world around them is like the world around them is playing out a story, and apart from Bill, I feel like William. I feel like it's almost like he's only the main one who's playing out the rest of the game. Yeah. Whilst others are kind of just like moving through it.
Okay, yeah.
Does that make sense? I feel like one's playing and other three are just moving through it. Yeah. So.
So you say William? William's what, the Man in Black?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but he's human, right?
Yeah. But that's what I mean. Yeah. I mean, I feel like he's actually. I feel like he's the only one who's actually playing the game. The last
part of that, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of feel like Andy Newton, she's not playing the game. She's looking for her child. Yeah, which is her choice. Then Dolores is like, I don't know, like it.
Okay, yeah. From the last episode. From the last episode where the guy said, "Oh yeah, they shouldn't be in love." Like, I keep forgetting their names. The one who's playing Maeve, is it?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, the one who's doing Maeve, and
Hector. Yeah.
Yeah, and the other guy.
Yeah.
So that shows there's a break in their programming, and they're becoming more sentient in that sense. Yeah. So they're actually choosing who they fall in love with, stuff like that, or whatever. So I like that part of it. So at least it kind of speaks to they're not being controlled fully. Yeah. But then also he also shows that he's written down, but like basically you can quote what he's saying. So they're still following a bit of the script, but they can work outside of it. Which is good.
But I guess in sometimes a bit like real life, isn't it? Where our mind, we regurgitate things that we've ever heard. Do you mean? And in different scenarios, we sometimes might say the same phrase again.
That's true. Yeah.
And it's just, that's just how our mind works. But yeah, no, I'm enjoying it. Like I said, I'm definitely enjoying it as it goes along. I think I just like HBO. I like what they've done. They've got the budget to create these type of shows.
Yeah.
It's good. Obviously, when we found out that Game of Thrones was going to be delayed for so long, it kind of felt frustrating, like what we can watch between. But obviously now, with Westworld,
Yeah.
I feel like they're doing well so far to keep people's minds. I mean, kind of like just not focusing on Game of Thrones, especially when what was I gonna say? Especially when damn it,
The Ant-Man.
exactly. What was it that bloody say? Anyway, it's just like because while I was waiting for it to come out, it just that I was gonna say. I'll say like especially with these shows, if you look at, we're getting so accustomed to binging on shows like on Netflix.
Yeah.
So for a show that comes out once a week, which normally, I feel like if you got a bad show that comes out once a week, it can be frustrating.
Yeah.
Whereas I find with this, because each episode is still quite enjoyable, I feel like it gets away with that. It's because each episode is so good in its own way. You can get away with having, waiting weekly.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've watched some other shows where it's just like watching The Flash. Like The Flash is finished now, and that was just painful to watch. Like really painful to watch, especially when it's like at the best times the episodes are rubbish. I mean, and then afterwards, and then when you have like a high point, all of a sudden the following episode is a filler.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
Yeah, I stopped watching that a long time ago.
Yeah.
Same way like you stopped watching Walking Dead.
Yeah.
I stopped watching The Flash, but I don't know, I may catch up to it. 'Cause I think it's probably better than The Walking Dead at the moment.
Might be, but it's rubbish.
Yeah.
It had the finale was terrible. Like I don't understand why these writers, like, what's the point? Like, why would you spend your time and energy like invested in this, and then you end it with just, it's rubbish.
Yeah. Well, after the Mary Poppins episode, that was a bit like, the one you showed me last time.
Yeah, it was that bloody film that came out everyone loved, the dancing and
With the I know what you're talking about. You talk what, La La Land stuff?
they did like a La La Land episode.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah.
I wanted to do that. I was like, look, you're just taking a piss now. Like, you're killing me.
No, it's true. What? Yeah, I was about to say after that one, which was pointless.
Yeah.
It was that. What was it? Kind of like a. Again, it was that mystical man who just shows up.
Yeah.
And then puts them in the thing and disappears, and it was like, just to show that love lost. I just like, well, it was kind of. It was a kind of boring episode.
Sorry to spoil the ending of The Flash as well, but I mean, The Flash ended like the last episode. Like they keep sprinkling this girl who's a speedster. You knew who she was already.
Yeah.
But I kept sprinkling her in, and then it got to the end where finale part where he has to like destroy this big satellite by punching it, and then instantly in your head you're kind of like, I'm sure this girl's gonna turn up somewhere.
Yeah.
And what happens? Oh, there she is. She turns up the last minute just to help punch it. And in the end scene, she's like, oh, yeah, I'm your daughter. It's like, really? Like, you kind of like, I feel like, do you feel like they know the show's shit?
Yeah.
But they're going to try and find like, the one thing that might get people to keep watching. Yeah. And this is like, we sprinkle her hair, wait 3 episodes, sprinkle her hair, like, she'll come in and ask for coffee. Oh, okay. Oh, we sprinkle her hair, she might. It's just like, come on. It's like, kind of just get better eyes. Like, because the people who generally, like, you normally, like I used to enjoy the show. Mm-hmm. Now it's just kind of like, I think I might have to quit it as well.
No, it's true. I mean, that's the thing. I think certain shows, I don't know. Maybe, no, I'm wrong about that. I was going to say certain shows should last only a certain amount of seasons.
Yeah.
But I think if you got good enough writers, you can make something last for at least probably, sometimes even 10 years.
Yeah.
Like if you're lucky, like even with Friends.
Yeah.
They had that lasting for how long?
Racist! No, joking. I'm taking the mic.
Yeah. How long did Friends last for?
I think it was 10 years,
10 years, yeah. So I'm saying, like, if you got good writers and you know where to stop it, then stop it at that point. But I think certain shows, if you know you're just going to keep regurgitating or finding, like, rubbish ways of trying to restart it, then just get rid of the show after about 2-3 seasons. Like Community as well.
Yeah.
Like, for me, Community was done after, like, 2nd season. I was like, the first season, like the last season, and then after they just kept on going.
Yeah.
And I was like, Yeah, you could tell it was going down because there's only so much you can do of a certain joke. And once you've gone past that point, you have to just kind of get rid of it.
I think the thing I found with Community was that what put me off is more. It won't put me off more was the fact that everyone started leaving it. When people started, more people started leaving the project, I was like, look, then it doesn't sound like it's a good show anymore. Because why is everyone going? Like, oh, he's not here anymore. She's not here anymore. I was like, do you know what? If you guys can't bother to act in it, then I can't bother to watch it.
No. But yeah, no, it's true. But yeah, sorry, just reminded me of something someone else said. But yeah, no, it's exactly that. Like, but yeah, when people are leaving, it makes you feel like leaving as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, July. What am I joking now?
Exactly.
I'm joking now. But yeah, when people are leaving, it makes you feel like leaving. And at the same time, yeah, there's only so much you can keep someone in a community college.
Yeah.
Unless you're gonna like time dilate and like make sure that it's like, oh yeah, no, it's been a couple of years or it's not as long as you think.
Yeah.
You know, if it's running in a term, you can't keep like adults in the college for like over like 5 years or something like that. It's just too much.
Well, they could have all become teachers' assistants. Hey?
Yeah, they could have done.
Then they become teachers, and then they could have become.
But they did that in thing though, didn't they?
What's that?
Which was actually didn't last, did it? Gosh,
Scrubs?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, see, like I was thinking.
Yeah.
They could have done that, and then we could be watching Community for 15 years.
It's true. How long did Scrubs last after that, though?
I don't even know.
I think it like lasted like a season or something, then just shut down.
That show got way too cheesy for me, so I had to give up.
So this is what I'm saying. So you can only do so many, but even the Scrubs had probably more seasons than that.
Oh,
than Community.
I don't want those. Oh, sorry.
So yeah, but I mean, like when you got good writers, you can make it last for a long time.
So you mean when you got good writers like me? Okay, yes, I'll do the job. Give me your show. I'll write you a spec script now. Episode 1, Jesus Walks. I don't know what show this is about.
just lost it.
Episode 2.
Be like the guy in Rick and Morty.
Is that which one?
Oh, the cat guy. In a couple of how does he start the thing again? I keep forgetting it. Oh man, I can't remember. But yeah.
If you can't remember, you can't make a reference.
Damn it. I was trying to remember it during the time speaking, but yeah, I totally forget.
We can delete that part out.
Damn it.
We've actually almost spoke for half an hour. Apologies if it's not very informative, but do you know what? Sometimes life isn't informative. Sometimes life is about talking and venting and sharing your opinions, and that's what we've done today. That's it. That's what we've done. Also, go on, what to say?
Oh no, go.
No, go on.
No, I was about to go into a completely different thing. So what
do it. Go on.
I was gonna say. So, what did you think about Deadpool?
Deadpool. Oh yeah, Deadpool. Okay, we haven't had a conversation yet. Okay, cool. So, Deadpool. What can I say about Deadpool? Deadpool. A movie called Deadpool. Yeah. Starring Deadpool.
People who were dead in the pool. Like a morbid show. No, but yeah.
So, okay, so I remember when I first watched Deadpool, the first one.
Yeah.
I was in a small town in New Zealand called Wellington.
Oh yeah, I forgot you were.
I went there. I went to the cinema all alone because my girlfriend left me to go out with some of her friends. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go cinema by myself. And I loved the movie. And everyone in the cinema loved the movie. We were surprised. This movie, I wanted to see the movie quickly because I didn't really want people spoiling it for me. Actually, no, I'm lying because I didn't really think people spoiled it because it's not a part of the MCU, so I didn't really care too much about it, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And at the time, I was broke, so I thought, I'm gonna watch it. My brother went to see it in cinema.
Yeah.
With his gold watch. I was joking. It makes no sense.
No, you wear watches. Which has gold watch? What happened to my watch?
And his white horse. But yeah, no, I was impatient. So I saw Deadpool on one of those streaming websites, which I shall not speak of. But and yeah, I think after kind of going back and forth about if I should watch it, watch a bad copy of it, I did, and maybe 25 minutes into it, I realised that I didn't really lose out.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I enjoyed it for what it was, but I just don't think I just didn't think it was amazing personally.
Yeah.
I found, as I said before, like I know a lot of people were a little bit pissed off that he went over, you know, the whole breaking the fourth wall. He did it a bit too much, but I mean, I don't mind it. I thought it was it fourth wall?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't mind it. I still enjoyed it. I like some of these references. A lot of them are stupid. Yeah, it's meant to be stupid. It's not meant to be, you know, exactly all meant to be well thought out like jokes. But I didn't mind. I just thought that they could have just like having that kid from the Kiwi kid from Hunt of the Wilder People. Hunt of the Wilder People?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Which I really loved watching that movie by Taika. I think they could have used him more.
Yeah.
Because he's funny and I think he's funny with more dialogue and I don't really feel like they did.
Yeah, they didn't give much to kind of bounce off in this.
Yeah.
Well, much to say, should I say.
Exactly. And as we said before, like some of the actions that Deadpool did were just ridiculous. Like the whole scene when they first meet each other.
Yeah.
And you know, in one conversation, it wasn't even a conversation. He just said to the boy,
yeah.
Do they hurt you? And I think the boy nods his head and he shoots, he just kills someone. He doesn't do any research. He doesn't even ask the other guy. He just shoots him in his head and it's like, okay, that's it.
Yeah.
And it just felt like lazy writing again. It just felt like, how are we going to get Deadpool into this prison so we can introduce our secret person?
Yeah, you're
Once
right.
again,
Actually, yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Quick spoiler again. Look, every time you guys listen to our podcast, it's all about spoilers. So just know that. Anyway, it felt like the writers were like, how can we get Deadpool into this prison so we can put the seed in for Juggernaut in the future? That's what it was. So Deadpool just shoots the guy in the head. There you go. He's on prison as well. Oh, be careful who's in that room there. They're very dangerous. Juggernaut. It's kind of like, it just felt lazy. It just kind of, yeah.
Yeah, kind of like, even for me, I knew it was going to be Juggernaut.
Yeah.
But, I pretty much thought that it was going to be Juggernaut. Only because I think I was looking at Juggernaut a couple of days before.
Yeah.
And after I was, so you already got that on your mind. So when it came to the part of like, oh yeah, it's Juggernaut, I was like, yeah, I thought it was going to be him. Because he's meant to be one of the most kind of powerful.
Yeah.
So that was interesting. Like you said, the whole part where he shoots the guy, it didn't have enough build up to him or enough kind of explanation to why he would shoot the guy.
Yeah.
And like you said, it was just to get him from point A to point B in the storyline.
Yeah, no, exactly.
And even in like the first one, which was funny, because I watched it again the other day.
Yeah.
Because I prefer the first one. Like, there's a whole part where they're in the bar and he's speaking to, I can't remember the other Canadian guy's name.
Yeah.
But he's speaking to his friend.
Canadian?
He did. Oh no.
Sorry.
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 So yeah, he's speaking to the other guy at the bar, and then he points out, oh yeah, there was that kind of creepy looking guy.
Yeah.
He's waiting for him to tell him basically about what's about to happen next, and then he makes like a quick comment.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, there's a creepy guy waiting for you. Oh, maybe it'll advance the plot.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's such a small, but like you're like, what? Why would anyone say that? And then you realise, oh yeah, of course it's like breaking the fourth wall again.
Yeah.
This is just like, what? So for me, that just made me laugh because I'm just like, it's such small little things they did in the first one.
Yeah.
That actually, even if you're gonna do something in the story like that, point it out. It's like just point it out and everyone can have a laugh at it. But when you don't do that, it's kind of like, okay, kind of a bit sloppy.
It's TJ Miller you just went
yeah, that's it, yeah.
Cool. Yeah, no, exactly. Obviously, high points of it, Zazie Beetz. Cool. She was good. Like, again, I wish she had more. Like, if you have more of her in it, which obviously I'm hoping the next movie will have more of her. But like, yeah, like she. I say she killed it because she didn't do loads and loads. But I mean, her on camera was great. Her as a superhero works well. You know, obviously a lot of you might know Zazie Beetz from Atlanta.
Yeah.
She's been in quite a few things, hasn't she?
Yeah, there's a couple of other films which I keep forgetting the names of.
But either way, it's like she had great presence in the movie, and you can see I think she's definitely someone to kind of keep an eye on. I guess Josh Brolin.
Mm-hmm.
Now I loved him as Thanos.
Yeah, good.
And if you guys don't know, he's Thanos as well as Cable in this. I loved him as Thanos. Cable, didn't mind him. Just was a bit
bland.
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't have much going on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it's like they make loads of jokes about him being like Terminator, But that's what it felt like. It just felt like he was Terminator, or you know, another Winter Soldier, which they made a joke of.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It just felt a bit like he didn't. I didn't really care. And plus, if it's like for someone who I didn't grow up being a big big comic book fan, but I know enough that Cable isn't a bad guy.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's not. I'm sure he's not a bad guy.
No,
So I'm kind of like, even when they're trying to sell the movie as in it's Deadpool versus Cable, it's kind of like, well, I know someone else can come out.
Yeah, of course.
It's just a bit lazy again. Where, go on, what can you say?
No, I was just gonna say two things I was gonna say, but it's kind of like Batman versus Superman because you know they're both good guys, so you know it's gonna be something else as the main villain.
Yeah.
Also, I'm gonna say you actually knew more about comics than me thinking about it. Cause I remember back in the day, like I wasn't too much into comics, but you always used to have like all the cards.
Geek.
So yeah, you had like all the cards and all of the. I think you had all of their powers and everything.
Hey man.
You did. So yeah, it was only from you that I knew. I've learned about most of these characters.
I get the girls.
It did. Get the girls. Shush, please. Don't do it. But yeah, nowadays everyone's into comics. So yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'm bringing sexy back.
So like even back in the day, like I said, looking at all your cards and that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, some of the characters maybe they could have brought in a different character instead of Cable.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think it was just bad writing. I just think it was kind of. I think like he even said in the film that's lazy writing.
Yeah.
I think it was quite a lot of like certain parts with lazy writing.
Yeah.
But other people love it. So I mean, it's like a Marmite film. Some people love it, think it's the best film. Some people would like not hate it because I still think it's a good film.
Yeah.
It's definitely still a good movie, but I just think for me, it was like, because it was some of the repeated jokes, the best part of the film for me was the end. And that sounds kind of bad, but the best part for me was like the ending post-credit scenes.
Yeah.
Or like mid-credit scenes. I actually really like those because those are funny, like going back in Wolverine.
Yeah.
The whole Wolverine and him killing Deadpool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and all of those things, I like that. But yeah, the film was good. It was definitely a good movie. But I think they could have done a lot more with it, and I hope like if they do an X-Force movie, there's a lot more they do with that.
Yeah.
Going on to the whole X-Force thing, I was surprised that they killed them all off.
X-Force, give it to you.
Oh gosh, I'm glad they didn't use that song again though. From the first one where they usually just kept putting it in there, and I was just like,
X-Force, give it to you.
Yeah.
It's not even a sample, it's my voice. Talented.
Best BMX I've ever heard.
Yes. Test. The joking.
DMX.
You did.
But yeah, no, it's true. So I'm glad that, I'm hoping that they do more with X-Force if they bring it back.
Did they go back in time to save the X-Force people?
You haven't seen it?
No.
You haven't seen it? Okay, yeah. So they go back and they show him save Peter, I think it is.
Okay.
So the guy with no powers.
Yeah.
But they don't really show if that's before or after he's already saved the other lot.
Oh.
So you don't know if he has saved the other guys because all the other guys die first.
Yeah.
And then Peter dies.
Yeah.
So he could have only saved Peter because he's the human.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, fully human, whatever. And then the rest could be dead. Especially because you had Brad Pitt as one of them.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Oh.
So who knows? But yeah. Oh, you're gonna watch it now?
Oh, fine. Oh, there's Brangelina.
What?
There's Brangelina.
Say what?
Second. Okay. I'll watch it.
Okay.
I'll watch it.
So yeah. So basically, because you have Brad Pitt as one of the characters.
Yeah.
What's his name? Ah, crap, I can't remember. He's the invisible one. Whatever.
Troy.
Idiot. What the heck?
That's just a thing. Celine Dion video.
Okay, this is stupid. Yeah. Sorry about this, people.
No, don't watch this. I'm looking at it. You've seen it already.
Bad as hell. But yeah. No. Just like say, I'm just looking at it because I thought they were going to say something a bit more.
No.
But yeah, basically, yeah. So with that, the thing is, I hope they bring it back. I guess you would like to see like Terry Crews do something in it, like be a superhero in the movie.
Yeah.
Or do something in the movie because he didn't really have anything.
Yeah.
He didn't really do anything, and I think some people say, I think the part they showed in the trailer isn't actually in the movie where he punches the guy on the floor. I can't remember if it is or if it isn't. Because there's a part where in the trailer he punches someone.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I can't remember
if
that it's in the film or if it's not in the film. Because like they could have done like a flashback to say, oh yeah, I am this and this is my powers.
Oh,
I can't
yeah.
remember if it's during that part or if it's like they just didn't put it in there. Whether they did or didn't, he doesn't really have much of a point in that whole part. So, and also the guy who plays, I think it's the guy who plays It, isn't it?
It.
Yeah, isn't he? Is he in it? Or am I just getting mixed up with some next guy?
Oh yeah. He the Scar, one of the Skarsgård brothers.
Yeah, the one who basically vomits.
Yeah.
Yeah, so even him, he didn't really do anything. So you'd like to see more of their characters, but like I said, maybe it was just a gimmick anyway, just a joke, and then they'll come out with a new X-Force.
Yeah.
So, which would be good as well. Maybe they could bring in different characters, better characters.
I have to say, I don't really care about them right now. Just
what, X-Force?
Yeah, I don't really care about them right now, but I think it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know, I guess I haven't been exposed to them enough, so maybe that's the reason I don't care.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, for me, I don't really care about X-Force. I think Deadpool just alone, as a standalone, is more of a character for me. Like, I don't really care about X-Force. Like, people are like, oh yeah, X-Force will be good, and they've been talking about it from the first one. Trying to bring him into, like, the X-Men, X-Force, and all that. Yeah. I'm like, I could care less. Like, if they just brought out another Deadpool, or they brought out, maybe, like they were saying, bring out a, what's her name, Domino movie, maybe?
Oh yeah, Domino.
Yeah, Dominoes.
Just joking.
So yeah, but that may be good. Like bringing out those characters.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so on the same point of Deadpool, let's watch Han Solo. No, just joking.
Like, what? How that make any sense? But yeah, actually, last bit about Deadpool.
Go on.
So with the Domino part, what I really liked is like the fight scenes.
Oh, yeah.
Because she doesn't really fight, it was like watching Final Destination. I know a lot of people have said that.
Okay.
But even when I was in the cinema, I made that comment. I was like, oh yeah, it's like Final Destination.
Yeah.
Because everything that's happening is happening around her.
Yeah.
Like she's fighting, but also like the furniture will fall over and kill someone. The door will open up and someone will fly by or something like that.
Yeah.
So it was like, you're not really touching anything, but everything is happening.
That's true.
Just because of luck. So yeah, I like that.
So she is Final Destination 5.
Been her all the time. She just been like walking past people.
And just like Final Destination, everybody dies.
Is it? Yep.
Everybody dies.
Then that black guy comes out nowhere.
Exactly.
That guy.
Hey black guy, deep voice. You like bees? Yeah, you guys are the bees. Yeah.
He just turns up. Yeah.
I'm gonna wrap it up here.
Go.
Because we've been speaking for quite a bit. We've been rambling quite a bit. And obviously you guys have lives to get back to. You know, you might not enjoy talking to us. So I'm joking, you guys love talking to us. Or us talking to you. Whispering sweet nothings in your ears. Sweet little bits.
Well, yeah.
Maybe our next thing we should be talking about next week, I'd like to touch on a bit more about Legion, because Terrence is finally up to date with Legion. It's been pretty good so far in my opinion, but I guess Terrence will talk more about his.
Nah, I'm only joking. Nah, it's pretty good.
And also, Han Solo came out last night in the UK. Last night today.
I think it's last night. Let's say last.
I think there's previews last night.
Okay, yeah.
But I mean, today being Thursday the 24th. Yeah, it's come out today. So, we'll probably try and watch it in a few days and have a chat about that as well. Terrence isn't a huge Star Wars fan. I've actually been in a Star Wars movie.
Idiot.
Oh yes, I was the bin. No,
Where we go?
Where is you in Star Wars? I was in the back, fixing the ships.
But you've been in New Zealand.
But yeah, so Terrence not a big fan, but we're gonna watch it. Talk to you guys all about that. And yeah, but that's mainly it. Any last words, Hans?
Not really, actually.
Oh, that's nice. Thanks. Cheers.
Now, every time I say last words, it's always pretty bad. So I just was like, I won't give any last words this time, even though I'm still talking. I'm going to make a couple of more words come out of my mouth. So my last words are no last words. So, yeah.
And no last words are some last words.
Yes, exactly. It's a paradox.
But, don't watch Paradox. What's the movie called again?
Cloverfield.
Cloverfield. Don't watch Cloverfield Paradox. Just don't.
Why did you even mention it?
Don't do it.
See, now it's gonna happen because you told people not to do it. So now they're gonna do it.
Listen, if you got Netflix,
It's gonna happen now.
and you flick onto the sci-fi things and you see Cloverfield Paradox, don't watch it.
Watch it.
Don't watch it.
Watch it.
Don't watch it.
See, if you say so not to watch it, they're gonna go watch it.
Yeah, but then when I watch it, and then they'll be like, "Oh yeah, Seth said to go." Yeah, nah, don't watch
that's
it.
True. Yeah.
Anyway, we're out for now. You can find Terrence at
T for short on Twitter and Terrence Markham on Facebook.
and to find me, you can you can't find me anywhere because I'm not on Twitter. I've got Twitter, but you know what? I can't stand Twitter. I got to say Terrence. I've got to say it to you.
Yes.
I can't stand Twitter.
That's true. If you go on my Twitter, there's not much there. So
Twitter's rubbish. Like we all need to collectively come together and realize Twitter is shit, and then let's just all stop using it, and then maybe it might disappear. And you know, there's only one person who's keeping Twitter afloat at the moment, and that's the president of the United States, Trump.
Yeah.
Like he's keeping that. He's the only person who I hear tweets a lot and is keeping it alive. Other than that, the user base is pretty poor. Just leave Twitter. So you can't find me there. You can find me, but I won't say anything to you because I'm not gonna touch it. Instagram, you can find me on Instagram, but I'm not really gonna say much on Instagram.
So where they gonna find you, man?
They can find you, Terrence.
What?
So anything you can find Terrence. Find him. Okay. Find Terrence. He lives in Islington. His door number is 54. You said too much.
Oh no.
Lives in the basement flat, Islington, flat 54. You can follow him in real life. No, joking.
Some guy just walking by you down the road.
Exactly.
He said I could follow you in real life. I took it. You said it. You know.
Took it literally. But yeah, anyway, you can follow Terrence. I am Seth Gabriel on most of the socials. But yeah, I'm
also, do you have a Black British Geeks Twitter page or anything?
Yeah, but no one's using it at the moment.
Yeah, but that's where you can find us.
You can find us Twitter, Twitter, Black Brit Geeks.
Yeah, that's right.
I think Twitter should die. Listen to the podcast. That's it, guys. We need to remember is subscribe. Are you subscribed already? Yeah, you are. Tell your friends to subscribe. That's what matters. Just subscribe. Subscribe. Tell your friends. Subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell your friends. Subscribe. Anyway, have a nice day, evening, weekend, bank holidays coming up soon. Spend time with your friends, family. Give a bit of love. Forget the hate. And we'll catch you again soon. Peace out.
Peace.
Test. Okay, what's the button now?
We did it.
Oh yeah, 47 minutes. Oh,
did it. 47 minutes.
Idiot.